Hello. Hi. I'm back. I'm been on a hiatus, but I'm here for my May TBR. This month we have lots of book clubs, read-alongs, readathons, all types of stuff that I'm getting myself into. So, let's go ahead and get started. This month the focus is AAPI, Asian Pacific Islanders authors, and so that's going to be the focus of this month. The other books will be part of read-alongs or crossovers, books that I have not finished, but I need to finish. So, let's go ahead and get started. This is literally just a stack. It's not in any order. Yeah. The first book is going to be a reread. The first book is going to be a reread of You Reach Sam by Dustin Thau. This book gives you all the feels. I cried over this book. It's definitely a 5-star book. Got some receipts. It's definitely a 5-star book for sure. So I'm just going to read a little bit of the synopsis because I don't want to be here all day. And I have a lot of books to read and lots of videos to film. So, 17-year-old Julie Clark has her future planned out. Moved out of her small town with her boyfriend Sam, attended college in the city, and spends the summer in Japan. But then Sam dies and everything changes. The connection is temporary, but hearing Sam's voice makes Julie fall in love with him all over again. With each call, it becomes harder and harder to let him go. What would you do if you had a second chance at goodbye? So this is the book I'm going to be reading. I'm ready for the heartbreaks. The next book is Last Night at the Telegraph Club. This is by Melinda Lowe. I hear great things about this book. It's also been on the recent 2021 ban list. There is some LGBTQ plus in this as well. It says, Lily Hugh can't remember exactly when the question took root, but the answer was clear at the moment when she and Kath Miller walked under a neon sign of a lesbian bar called the Telegraph Club. America in 1954 is not a safe place for two girls to fall in love. Red Scare paranoia threatens everyone, including Chinese Americans like Lily. With deportation looming over her father, Lily and Kath risk everything for love. I think this is going to be a 5-star. That's my prediction. So, we shall see. Again, I hear great things about this book as well. The next book is Michelle Quash, Not Here to Be Like. This is a book that I got from Waterstones. So this is the Waterstone edition with the sprayed edges. It says, Elsa Kwan fully expects to be voted in for the next editor-in-chief of her school paper. She works hard, she respects the facts, and she has the most experience. Lynn DeMartell, an injured star baseball player who seems to have joined the paper just to have something to do. Naturally, the staff picks Lynn to be the next leader because while they may respect Eliza, they don't particularly like her. Eliza is not here to be liked. She's here to win. A shame it's the boy standing in the way of her becoming editor-in-chief. So, I think this is going to be a fun book. You know, a girl going after her goals, going after what she wants. So, I'm definitely getting that type of vibe with this book. The next book I have is Magic Steeped in Poison by Judy Island. I know that the next book comes out in August, which is crazy because this just came out this year. So, she's having 2 books. The sequel come out later on this year. And I'm just going to read a little bit of the synopsis. Look at the end papers, though. That is so cute. For Ning, the only thing worse than losing her mother is knowing that it's all her fault. For Ning, the only thing worse than losing her mother is knowing that it's all her fault. She was the one unknowingly brewed a poison of tea that killed her mother. The tea is that now threatens to also take her sister's shoe. When Ning hears of a competition to find the kingdom's great Sheng Nong Shi masters of ancient and magical art of tea making, she travels to the immortal city to compete. The winner will receive a favor from the princess, which may be Ning's only chance to save her sister's life. But between the backstabbing competitors and the bloody politics, mystery handsome boy with a shocking secret, Nee might actually be the one in more danger. So the next two books I have are books that are tied to the Dalai Lama and Buddha. And so I've read these like 5 or 6 times at least at this point. How to Expand Love, Widening the Circle of Loving Relationships, His Holiness Dalai Lama. Again, I've read this at least 5 or 6 times. It's definitely gone through some love. But this is a quick read, and I look forward to it. I love reading his books. It's so inspiring. And this was actually translated and edited by someone else, but it's from the Dalai Lama. I also have Deepak Chopra. This is a story of enlightening Buddha. So I'll read a little bit of the synopsis. It says, Deepak Chopra brings the Buddha back to life in this gripping novel of a young prince who abandoned his inheritance to discover his true calling. This iconic journey changed the world forever, and the truth revealed continued to influence every corner of the globe. A young man in line for his throne is trapped in his father's kingdom, yearns for the outside world, betrayed by those closest to him. Siddhartha abandons his palace and princely title. Alone face to face with his demons, he becomes a wandering monk and embarks on a spiritual fast that carries him into the brink of death. Ultimately, he recognizes his inability to conquer his body, mind by sheer will. Siddhartha transcends the physical pain and achieves enlightenment. So there, if you don't know about Buddha and enlightenment, this is a great book to start, and I absolutely loved it. It's just a fictional retelling of Buddha. The next book I have is this Chunky Kaiki by Vaishnavi Patel. I can't wait to read this. I was born under a full moon under the auspicious constellation, the holiest of positions. Much good it did me. So it begins, Kaiki's story, the daughter of the kingdom of Kakai. She is raised on a tale of the gods, how they kerned the vast ocean to obtain the nectar of immortality, how they vanquished the evil to ensure that the lands of Bharat prospers, and how they offer powerful boons to the worthy. Yet she watches as her father unceremoniously banishes her mother, listens as her own worth reduced to marriage alliance she can secure. When she calls upon the gods for help, they never seem to answer. Say less. I can't wait to read this. This is going to be a 5-star prediction as well. The next book I have is Pachinko by Min Jin Lee. This is also a chunky book, a good 500 pages or so. So I look forward to reading this. This is going to be a really, really good book. I know it's tied to historic and Korea. So it says Pachinko. Profoundly moving and gracefully told, Pachinko follows one Korean family through the generations. Beginning in the early 1900s in Korea, Sunjun, the prized daughter of the poor yet proud family whose unplanned pregnancy threatens to shame them. Betrayed by her wealthy lover, Sunjun finds an unexpected salvation when minister offers to marry her and bring her to Japan to start a new life. I know this is an older book, but I really look forward to reading this. I did purchase this year from Book of the Month, and it's just giving me like problematic vibes, and I'm here for it. I'm here for the problematic families. Honestly, people say that they don't like problematic families, but we really do, right? We really do. We enjoy it. The next book I have is Jade Fire Gold, and this book was given to me by Princess from Castle Library, which I really appreciate the gift. It seems like an amazing, again, potentially 5-star book. So this is by June C.L. Tan. Oof, say that 5 times fast. It's yellow. I love a good yellow book. Oof. I love that. So it says, On is no one. Found as a child, she has no memory of her past. The only dark secret magical powers that would mean her imprisonment if they were discovered. But when An's secret is accidentally exposed, she's sent to the immortal palace to await her fate. So hidden magic. Her destiny, his revenge. Something was awakened, a dark power I had no control over. A power that would save or destroy me. The world thinks I'm dead, and I want to keep it that way until I'm ready to take back what's mine. Oh, yes! This is giving me amazing. Like, oh, come on. I'm here for it. Okay, so the next we have is Cartographers by Shepard. Oh, look at this author. Isn't she stunning? Look at that author. Tell me she's not cute. She is beautiful. Born and raised in Phoenix, Arizona, where she rides horses, trains as a classical ballet. What? Come on, authors. And their skill sets. What is the purpose of a map? Nell's young, whole life, and greatest passion is cartography. Her father, Dr. Daniel Young, is a legend in the field and Nell's personal hero, but she hasn't seen or spoken to him ever since he cruelly fired her and destroyed her reputation over an argument of an old, cheap gas station highway map. But then I think, from my understanding, I'm not going to finish the synopsis, but from my understanding, the highway map, that old, cheap highway map that it talks about in the synopsis, is definitely worth more than they predicted. So it wasn't, let's just say it wasn't just a cheap highway map, okay? And I want to know more. I'm intrigued. The next book we have is Jade Legacy by Fonda Lee. I'm not going to go into what this is about or the synopsis because it's a spoiler. This is the third book in the Green Book saga. I heard that this is like soul-breaking, heart-crushing, give you a book hangover type of vibes, and I want to be crushed in May. I want to be heartbroken. I want those type of vibes next month. I think I've done a really good job at the last couple of months at like not reading. I think since February I have not read like heartbreaking, sad, sobby books, and I want my heart broken. This is going to give me that, and on top of being action-packed, I mean, I want it all. I want it all. I want to know the legacy. I want to know the family. I want to know the upbringings of the children. So I know that this is going to give me everything that I need. Did I order there's a prequel coming out. Did I order it? I hope I did. I gotta go double check and make sure that I ordered the prequel. 713 pages, and I'm gonna read every last word. And I can't wait. I cannot wait. The next 3 books I have is by Marie Lu. I have the Young Elites. I have the Young Elite Sky Hunter Sky Striker. This was gifted to me by Alicia. I'll go ahead and link her Bookstagram in the description. So go ahead and check her out. They are survivors, young warriors. They are young elites. A decade ago, deadly blood fever swept through the nation. Most of the infected perished, but some of the survivors were left, with a strange markings rumored to signify powerful gifts for those who possessed them. And though their identities remain a secret, this group of survivors have come to be called the Young Elites. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm not sure. I love the fact that they did this. And it's just ink on the pages. That's all it is. And I love that. I'm not sure which one's which. Honestly. Okay, so this is book 1, this is book 2. So I'll read the synopsis of the book 1. My name is Talon. I'm a striker for Mara, the last free nation on the side of the sea. We are legendary bringers of death, assassins of monsters, and the only thing standing between our home and annihilation. Annihilation? Annihilation. You know what I'm talking about. Okay? Gone. Goodbye. That type of thing. In a world broken by war, a team of young warriors is willing to sacrifice everything to save what they love. Whew. So, this is book 1. This is book 2. And I look forward to reading them. This is going to be a great duo. I can't wait to, I hear great things about the young elites. I have not heard reviews on these two, but I also wasn't checking for it. So, there's that. Look at this cover. It's so soft. It's so soft. I just saw underneath here that it was sprayed. I love the fact that the author put work into this book to make it amazing. The last physical books that I have currently are going to be Hero of Ages and The Arcanium Unbound. So we will be reading Hero of Ages. This is the UK edition, which I absolutely love and I've been reading. It's only 747 pages, 48 pages, so that's good. So this is going to wrap up the Mistborn Heir 1 trilogy. Mistborn Heir 1 was the first 2 books that we have reading, and then we have a live discussion that's happening on Brandie Books with Brandie Shanae on her channel on May 7th. So I'm not going to discuss this one. This is the end of the entire Mistborn Heir 1. Mistborn Heir 2 will start in June, which we'll be reading all of Mistborn Heir 2 in the month of June. If you have not seen that video, I'll go ahead and place it right here. The other book, we'll be reading the 11th Metal, and this is the inside of the Arcanium Unbound. So all of the novellas that we'll be reading for the Cosmere series is in the Arcanium Unbound. You do have to have this book to be able to read them, from my understanding. He does have some free online, but I don't know if that's, the 11th Metal. So it's only 20 pages. It's only 20 pages. So we're reading this entire book and then the 20 pages, which are literally just 20 pages, right? That's it. Just this bit. So I look forward to it. These are part of our read-along for our Sanderson Cosmere World that we're doing all of 2022. It's going to be a fun time. It is a fun time. And the discussion for the book that we're reading currently will happen on the 7th of May. Okay, so the next book I will go ahead and place right here is going to be The Hacienda by Isabel Kanaz. This is a book club pick for Dion, for Dion's Tavern. She has a book club, and we are reading this for the month of May. Mexican Gothic meets Rebecca in this debut of supernatural suspense novel set in the aftermath of the Mexican War of Independence. About a remote house and sinister haunting, the woman pulled into her clutches and overthrown of the Mexican government. That's all I want to know. The cover is beautiful, and I cannot wait to read it. I did order it through Book of the Month, and so that's gonna be super, super fun. I look forward to reading that as well. So the next book, again, I'll go ahead and place it here. A photo here is going to be The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea. This is by Axia O. And quick synopsis for the book is going to be: the deadly storms have ravaged Mina's homeland for generations. Flood swept away the entire village while bloody wars are waged over the few remaining resources. Her people who believed the sea god, once their protector, now curse them with death and despair. In an attempt to appease him, each year a beautiful maiden is thrown into the sea to serve as the sea god's bride, in hopes that one day the true bride will be chosen and end the suffering. That's all I want to know. Sea gods, women thrown overboard, killed, for brides. That's it. That's all I want to know. This is going to be a 5-star prediction for me. I ordered this through Book Depository, but it won't be here until next week. So, you know. The last book for a book club that I will be doing is the Royally Booked Book Club with Princess from Castle Library. It is the Arithmetist. I'll go ahead and put it here. More than anything, Joe wants to be a Arithmetist. Arithmetists have the power to infuse life into two-dimensional figures known as chalklings. Arithmetists are humanity's only defense against the wild chalklings. There's wild chalklings? I'm intrigued. Having nearly overrun the territory of Nebraska, Brandon Sanderson. I'm done. That's all I'm gonna read for this synopsis, because Brandon Sanderson, he is always I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Having nearly overrun the territory of Nebraska. I'm done. I don't know why this is so funny to me. I'm done with that synopsis, okay? I just want to read the damn book. I ordered it through Book Depository as well. I ordered the book already, and I had the book, but it was tiny. It was smaller than mass paperback. Okay, this was a children's tiny picture book. Hard, you know, I don't know. It was too small for me, and I took it back. So, definitely, if you're going to be joining, please go and check the book out. They usually have the Arithmetist in Barnes & Nobles, at least, so, go get it. I look forward to reading it. The more I read Brandon Sanderson, the better, because I really love him. He is an autobiography author for me. So I want to add in one more book that is a potential. If I can get around to this book, I will definitely be reading it. And that is going to be Binti by Dr. Nnedi Okorafor. It's Binti. It's Binti. I know some people did not like the book. This is an autobiography author for me. I do plan on having her entire lineup of books. I do plan on owning them because it's Dr. Nnedi Okorafor. And can we start putting some name on her, some respect on her name, please? Like, people pissing me off about that, because put some respect on her name. Just put some respect on her name, okay? If I can get around to this book, I will definitely be reading this. Otherwise, I will be pushing it to July. June, I already have, like, my idea of what I will be reading, which is going to be a lot of horror books. But this cover, this is the trilogy lineup, or the trilogy set. I want to say there's 3 books and a novella. I don't want to know what it's about. I don't. She's an autobiography. She's a 5-star author for me. And I do plan on getting all of her books that she has written, all of her novellas. So her comics and graphic novels, maybe not so much, but she's an autobiography. So here goes stack 1 of my TBR. Here goes stack 2 of the books that I'll be reading for the month of May as well. I think I can do it. I think I think it can be done. These are a lot of books for the month of April. I had a lot of family things go on, so I didn't read nearly as much. I read at least 15 books a month. Haven't read nearly as much because, mental health and prioritizing my family and doing what I need to do. So that is it for this video. I hope you liked it. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.